Hi, it's great to have you back again for part 4 of this series. The last time in part 3, we started with 2 parametrically defined bricks. Then, by further exploring the spreadsheet formulas, we created the foundational blocks that define the upper and lower lips of our project enclosure. Finally, we ended up with our box top and bottom containing the lips to potentially seal the container from dust and other contaminants. Today we're going to create the cavities that would define our project container. So without further delay, let's get started. Here we're back where we left off. Before we get started, I noticed an error in dimensioning the box bottom depth. Instead of specifying that value using bottom depth, I used the height dimension. We'll fix that right now by double-clicking on body 001, then click on pad 001 in our bottom model tree to edit the pad value. Today we're going to explore further to the right of our spreadsheet to cell H1 and H2. These dimensions define the size for both the box bottom and box top. This is obviously true since the top and bottom cavities possess the same height and width. Only the depths of the cavities differ. Before we begin drawing, let's take a look at the defining formulas for these dimensions. For the width internal notch, it's width internal notch equals width minus 2 times wall thickness. The factor of 2 allows for the reality of 1 wall thickness on both the left and right sides of the box. For height internal notch, it's height internal notch equals height minus 2 times wall thickness. We'll now switch to our drawing full and begin creating the datum planes and sketches. We'll start with the box bottom. First, we'll select the box bottom icon to expand it, then double-click on body 001. Next, as before, we'll select the top of the box bottom. Then we'll select and place a datum plane atop the box and press OK in the Tasks menu. We'll also switch to the model tree and hide the datum plane to minimize clutter. Again, we'll place a sketch atop the datum plane. This will automatically switch us to the Sketcher Workbench. As before, we'll use the rectangle tool to place a rectangle in our sketch and center it on the part's private coordinate system. Next, we'll dimension the rectangle using the spreadsheet values. It's now time to close our sketch and use it to notch our box bottom. The decision before us now is to determine just how much depth we'll need to give our notch. Usually this would be the box bottom depth minus the wall thickness. However, since our box bottom lip already elevated us 1 wall thickness above the box, it will be necessary to use the full bottom depth to leave us with a box bottom thickness equal to the wall thickness. We'll click OK and go back to our model tree. It's now time to select the box top part and double click on the body. Next, we'll click on the middle of the box top, mount a datum plane, and attach a sketch to that plane. Again, we'll create, center, and dimension a rectangle on this sketch. While we wait for this to complete, I do want to take time to thank all of my channel's new subscribers. I really do appreciate all the likes I've received, but subscribing is the thing that moves me forward toward YouTube funding. Also, it's important after subscribing to hit the notification bell as well. If you don't, you won't be notified when the next part of this series is released. So if you haven't already, please take time to hit that subscribe and notification. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Click Close on the Task tab and return to the model tree. Again, we'll hide the visibility of the datum plane. It's now time to set and dimension the box top. Since due to the creation of the top lip, our datum plane is sitting one wall depth below the box top. Because of this, we'll need to subtract 2 wall thicknesses from the box top notch. We'll now create the dimension and dimension this notch. Click OK and return to the model tree. Lacking bosses and filleting, we've just about created our finished project. Speaking of bosses, these and the fastener holes on the bosses will be the tasks we'll tackle next.